Hey everybody, it's the Awesome Pod. Johnny Taylor here. I am here with Gringo, Fantastico Gringo. How are you?
I am doing swell, my friend.
Awesome. That's cool. I don't have good notes, so Gringo's going to lead us through, but we do have Diana Prince as always. Diana, what's new over there?
How come you guys don't ever ask me to lead with my amazing notes?
Really good.
Just
You're
saying.
you're all this one. I just wrote. Wow.
I feel like we could do it with that.
I think so. It'd be a shorter show, which sometimes
A
would work
different
out.
vibe.
Diana, you do have a heart out today, so
I do.
we're going to do the abridged version, as Gringo would say, of the Dynamite deep dive. We're going to kind of just don't dive into the shallow pool, I guess, today. Let's go ahead and get it started. Gringo, I'm going to let you do the honors. We got a pretty banging opener as far as star quality. Well, 1 star. There's 1 star involved.
Oh boy. Well, guys, Minecraft puked all over this episode from the Roy Wilkins Auditorium in St. Paul, Minnesota. I got to tell you,
Twin Cities, baby.
It's all over the place. It was giant Jason Momoa face right in the middle of the ring.
That was so distracting.
It sure was.
So off.
All right, let's go ahead and start this. We've started off right off the bat with Kenny Omega and Ring of Honor's Blake Christian with Lee Johnson in tow. This was a pretty good match, guys. It was fast-paced. It showcased both of them. There was this really disgusting spot where Blake Christian didn't use Mando and wiped his hand on his grundle and then pulled it out of his pants and licked it and then pointed at Kenny. I don't know what the fuck that was supposed to be, but whatever. It was gross.
Do we know he didn't use Mando?
I mean,
that could have been what he was showing off. It's like, ooh, I taste so good today.
It could have smelled like bourbon and leather. We don't know.
Exactly.
I don't buy that. I think that he would have had Mando on his tights or something if that would have been the case. Although
he's not getting paid the big bucks to promote it like we are.
That's true. I don't know. I saw this and I was like, "Buh, gross, bro!" Like I was so disgusted by it. But anyway, back to the match since we are abridged. Kenny, he does a bunch of Snapdragon suplexes over and over and over again, which look pretty badass. He executes the one-winged angel to get the win. So, and then after the match, Speedball comes out and they have a back and forth about the triple threat match at Dynasty. Ricochet, who apparently is on his honeymoon or something, chimes in and does his shtick. This match, all in all, was pretty much a precursor. Let's shake off some more rust for Omega. What'd you guys think of it? Are we excited for the triple threat coming up? And what'd you guys think of the match itself? And Diana, we can start with you.
Oh crap! Sorry. I'm trying to get ready. I shut up. The match was good.
All right, good notes.
Okay, wait. My favorite thing about this though was after the match. You know what I'm talking about? When Kenny Omega's like, "I don't need friends. I got a cat," or whatever the fuck he said.
That was funny.
That was the best part of this match.
Yeah, I was really happy. I was like, "Homie has a cat."
Quick note about this Ricochet via satellite from his honeymoon. Swerve Strickland tweeted he was like he quote tweeted Ricochet being like, "I got married," and he was like, "I totally would have crashed this wedding if I wasn't busy on television." I'm like, that's amazing.
I like how it spills over into socials. It's so great.
Good for Swerve. And congratulations, Ricochet.
Yeah.
I guess. He's married Ricochet. Ew.
Samantha Irvin.
I'm sorry.
I know, but ew. It's like a rhetorical who, like, why, I guess, would be a better point.
Poor Samantha Irvin.
I hope she has a lot of toilet paper.
I hope she's just constantly throwing it at him.
Oh, she needs to put that on TikTok or something. I'd laugh my ass off. Guys, I just want to interject here since we just talked about Blake Christian's grundle and that he may or may not have been wearing Mando. I guess that segment of our pod was brought to you by Mando. Hopefully Blake Christian did indeed use it before doing that spot. And let's pray to God that if he didn't, no one makes out with him after this match unless he brushes and shit. But also goes ahead and makes the conscious effort to utilize what we've been preaching about on this pod. And if Blake Christian lives under a rock and has not listened to us talk about it, let me throw it out there for him and all you raggedy bitches out there. Mando is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. Also, all of the Mando products are baking soda free and paraben free. I have no idea what the hell a paraben is, but Mando doesn't have any of that shit. You can choose a variety of fresh scents like bourbon leather, clover woods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sports. Mando's starter packs for new customers. It comes with a solid stick and cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like a mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and we also have free shipping with it, so that's cool too. As a special offer for all of you listeners out there, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code AEW. That equates to, I think, roughly 40% or something of the total cost. But anyway, you put in that code AEW at shopmando.com. That is shopmando.com. Please support our show. Tell them that we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando. All right, guys. Next up, Jericho's backstage with Big Bill and the Bad Apple Brian Keith. He's disappointed in them, he says. He wants them to prove themselves. And they're kind of like, I don't know, they were like, oh, shit, like, what the hell? We've been trying our asses off. And they looked real sad. But then after that, he challenges Bandito for a mask versus title match at Dynasty. And guys, I think we know that Jericho's going to win this match because there's no way in hell they're going to take Bandito's mask off of him. My opinion. I'm pretty sure I know what Diana thinks, but you have the floor, madam. What did you think about this?
I don't like going first. You know, I loved it.
See, I was right.
It is a bad day for me to go first because I am so distracted. I have to be out here in
just kick it to me.
Yeah,
it's
okay.
Fucking great. It's fucking Jericho and the Learning Tree. They're gonna prove themselves. They're fucking amazing. He's gonna beat Bandito. The end. What's next?
Fair enough. I will go. I will go to Johnny first next time. All right, Johnny. What did you think?
Well, you know, I would be very surprised if they unmasked Bandito. So
Exactly.
I honestly, I think Bandito probably is going to win this.
Yeah, I would think.
Yeah,
would have to.
You know, so I imagine Jericho's going to drop that Ring of Honor title.
Well, here's the thing though, because what I was thinking before I actually thought about what I was saying was that they have their big Ring of Honor card on May 2nd. I thought that would be the time to do it. They have Jericho like front and center.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think, yeah, because they did announce this for Dynasty, correct? If I'm
so they're definitely having a match on Dynasty, but I thought it would be some kind of like fluffer thing to get to the big thing, because otherwise who's going to give a shit about the Ring of Honor card, you know?
That's true. They need that star power.
Well, it might be Bandito's big time to shine as the new Ring of Honor champion on that pay-per-view.
Or you know, they have
no one's going to give a shit.
They have Jericho drop it and then rematch it at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view.
I mean, I guess, but do we care as much then if they do it that way?
No, yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with this.
Maybe he'll have mercy and not get the mask, or his mom will come and save him, or something.
His mom, if your mom has to come save you,
Axel,
that's worse.
Axel's gonna come save him.
Axel does a run in.
See,
I'm down with that.
Gives Jericho a fucking lion tamer.
See, and that's what I was getting ready to say, is that whole segment with Axel taking place in the middle of this and Gravity Bandito thing, like maybe because it was so hyped up on socials, maybe that's like where Tony's like, well, we're going to put this match on Dynasty because we need to have a, you know, better buy rate on Dynasty or something like that. I don't know, but that might be what it is, because that got gangbusters on socials for sure.
Which is amazing, completely unplanned. Axel's just a fucking star. And in case you missed it, Axel is the little, like, I don't know, 8-year-old-ish that like totally put Jericho in his fucking place.
It was really funny. Right. Oh man. All right, guys. MJF is coming out to the ring to answer to MVP. He gave him his offer to join the Hurt Syndicate with his little card last week.
I want to hurt people.
Yeah, exactly. MJF says he wants to be in the business of hurting people. Before he and MVP shake hands, Shelton and Lashley come out. Lashley demands the card from MJF and tears it up. So this is looking like we might be getting an MJF Lashley feud. That's a little weird.
I mean, from like a star power perspective, it makes sense, but from a in-ring perspective, it looks very odd.
It looks like
Yeah.
MJF would get his ass
He looks
crushed.
like a little child.
Yes. Teach me, daddy. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I
He's
want
like,
to hurt people like you.
yeah. Show me how to get hurt, Papa. Um, yeah, there's something weird about the optics of it, but I mean, I'm down, and I love that MJF's not going to be in the Hurt Syndicate because that would just be weird. But
I don't know. For the brief moment when we thought it was going to
it
happen,
might have been
I
kind
was
of,
like, you know
I
what?
don't know.
Let's see where it goes. And it went nowhere. So
I mean, it would have been kind of cool to have him do it and then have it cook, and then there was dissension between him and Lashley the whole time, and then that led to a match. I think
I
that
would
would
have
have
been
been
cool with
better.
it. But
Yeah,
whatevs.
but they clearly have an idea, and it's not ours, so we'll see what
Do
happens.
they, though?
Maybe. I
I
mean,
feel like
I'm
often they don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
This entire card seemed like it was scribbled out on a fucking notepad 10 minutes before they went to air.
Well, like here's the thing. I don't know if the Hurt Syndicate are they heels? Are they baby faces? Does it matter? I have no idea what the hell's going on.
Well, this is the problem, is that MJF and the Hurt Syndicate have both kind of been portrayed as neutral heels. You know what I mean? So they're
Yeah.
both kind of tweeners, which makes it odd to like have two tweener kind of going at it. So I don't know what's gonna happen. But I mean, I bet Lashley and MJF will surprise us with how fun it is. I think it could be fun.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's really good to see Lashley kind of get a bigger match, and MJF's like their biggest heel star. So I mean, it really can't go wrong, I wouldn't think. But it's just a weird narrative, to build up
Right.
to it. They tear up the card, they leave, and then as they're heading to the back, all of a sudden the learning tree comes out, and Big Bill and Brian Keith challenge the Hurt Syndicate for the tag team titles. And they say basically the same thing they said to Cage and Archer. They were like, you have to win a match first. So are they just going to make them fight the Outrunners again? And then
That's
the
hilarious.
Outrunners win, and then
They
they
were
get
so fucking mean to Brian Keith. And Brian Keith didn't say shit back. Like, I felt really bad for him. I want to
Because
go
he was
hug him.
scared.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what it looked like. I don't like that for him. He's such a badass motherfucker, blah, blah, blah. He didn't fucking say shit. He just took it. No, that's not the
No.
Brian Keith we know.
Dude, he doesn't want a spanking from Papa. Nobody
just-
wants to.
it
I
just-
would be scared
He's going to
too.
get a spanking from his other papa. You think Jericho won't spank that ass?
Yeah, I
comment.
bet he will.
I bet he will.
Don't make him. He'll do it.
He'll do it in the fucking ring in front of everyone.
I was thinking about this. Out of all the people on the roster, Lashley's maybe the guy that I'd be like, that guy will really kill me for real.
I feel like that's what BK was thinking, because
Yeah,
that was the look on his face. Like, I just ain't saying shit.
yeah.
It's like this guy's bicep is the size of my entire body.
He's large, he's big, and he also like he can fight for real.
Yeah, he's like he was
he
an
would
MMA
break
guy.
your head off. He's intimidating figure.
Yeah, because he was in like
But Brian
Bellator.
Keith is a bounty hunter, so
Yeah, it's true. He might have a stun. He might have a stun gun on him. We don't know.
He was trained by the dog.
Well, yeah, that would be. That's a TV show I'd watch every day of the week.
So this
would not.
is the perfect time to bring Dog the Bounty Hunter in to like
Brian
as a
Keith,
celebrity.
Do not give them that idea.
Brian
See
Keith
that.
on Dog the Bounty Hunter would be. I mean, just
But
the
don't
pure
bring Dog.
bizarreness.
To AEW, please. We don't need
No,
that.
know,
God, that's
they-
next.
You
Dog
know,
versus Big Boom.
they could do.
Lord have mercy.
Oh, boy. They could bring David Schultz in, right? Because
No,
Dr. D. David Schultz is like world-renowned bounty hunter. He's probably more famous than Dog. And
What
yeah.
part of a bridge do you not understand?
yeah, this is.
God
This
damn it.
is
All right.
This
This is not bounty hunter chat.
All
this
right. What
is fucking War and Peace unabridged at this point.
you brought up bounty hunter. I was just giving my anyway. All right. So finally
15 minutes.
we
Tick,
get
tick, tick.
we get another match. All right, damn it. It's Kyle Fletcher and he takes on Brody King. This was not a bad match. You had brutality from Brody, as we would expect. We got good heel shit from Fletcher. Don Callis, as always, sticks his bald ass head into shit. Mark Davis pulls Fletcher out of the way, out of safety from getting basically destroyed by Brody. Then Fletcher gets the advantage, hits a gnarly turnbuckle brainbuster to get the win. And I'm telling you guys, I didn't like that brainbuster. It
looked painful.
It looked dangerous. And I don't think the small dudes like Fletcher compared to Brody should be doing that to like a bigger, thicker dude like that, because that could not go well.
Yeah.
But whatever, that's just my opinion.
Banger match, in my opinion. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was a great match. I wish I'm tired of so much interference all the time from everybody. I just want to see a match end for once, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's schmozzy for sure.
But anyway, at the end of the match, Powerhouse Hobbs comes out at the end to save Brody because Mark Davis decides to take it upon himself to come down and start beating the shit out of him along with Fletcher. And that basically, we go to a break, and then that starts the match with Davis and Hobbs. That match itself was super quick.
Mark Davis got his ass kicked.
He did, dude. Hobbs beat the bloody hell out of him.
As he should. It
wasn't a squash, really, but it was damn close to being one. And the only reason why it was because Davis got a couple of shots in there.
Pretty one-sided.
Yeah, but anyway, Powerhouse Hobbs nails him with the spine buster for the quick win. I thought like having the match immediately following this seemed pretty rushed, but
I don't know. I love that. I love.
Yeah, I thought it worked in this case.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine, but it wouldn't have been my pick. And guess what? It doesn't have to be when you use Prize Picks. Johnny, tell us about it.
Oh my God, dude, amazing!
I didn't even get to talk about Kyle Fletcher yet. Go ahead. We'll come back to Kyle Fletcher.
Okay.
Prize Picks, you guys. Sports season's heating up, y'all. We got baseball opening day was yesterday. Basketball is heading towards the playoff push. There's like 10 games left. What I'm trying to say is you got a lot of options when it comes to Prize Picks. 2 to 6 player stat projections, any kind of statistical prop you can think of, points, rebounds, hits, RBIs, pitches thrown. They get real deep into this. It's super fun. And the best part about it is you have an injury insurance policy. One of your players gets hurt, you're not taken out of the game. And even better than that, we have a code, CCN, that you download the Prize Picks app, throw that code in. You get $50 when you put $5 in as a deposit. You don't even have to win with that $5. Either way, you're getting the $50 credit from Prize Picks. It's the funnest way to play. And but we want you to play responsibly. But more than anything, it's Prize Picks. Run your game.
Cool. All right.
Talk about Fletch.
Let's talk about
Fletch, man.
Fletch.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I forgot I was gonna say now. That was a while ago.
Damn you, Prize Picks.
Okay, I know they're so distracting with all their good qualities. I don't know.
I know they're good qualities.
Okay, you know what I did want to say though? Okay, one, Kyle Fletcher is cool. We know that. 2, he put out on social media, say my full name or where the fuck it is. I don't get that catchphrase really, because we do say Kyle Fletcher all the time. So there's a lot of funny responses like daddy and stuff. So you get what you asked for, Kyle Fletcher. That wasn't what I was gonna say, but that's a side note. But the side note is the Don Callis like fucking cosplayer or whatever the fuck he was behind Don Callis during this match was cracking me the fuck up. He was doing all his little manic hand motions and shit. Like, dude,
that was
winner. Most distracting, but in an awesome way thing this whole night.
It was pretty good.
It was fucking great.
I'm gonna because he's like saying my full name. So now when I go to an AEW show, I'm just gonna have a picture of Chevy Chase from Fletch, and I'm gonna put the real Fletch down below just to piss him off.
Okay, but like, what the fuck does he mean by that? Like, or was this add Protostar? Is he saying that's his full name, or does he want his middle name thrown in there? Is Kyle a nickname? I don't understand this catchphrase.
I don't get it either, but hey, I don't know. That's really strange.
Because I've never heard anybody say Fletch. I've never heard anybody say Kyle. I don't fucking know.
You're probably right. He probably wants everyone to call him the Protostar, Kyle Fletcher. What the fuck is a Protostar anyway? It's like the first star, like like a blueprint for a star, I guess. Maybe. I don't know.
Kyle Fletcher, baby.
Whatever.
Kyle Damn Fletcher.
There we go. That's his full name from now on. Kyle Damn Fletcher.
The Fletch Man.
Yep. Kyle the Fletch Man. All right. Anyway, so Nick Wayne is in a backstage segment. Him and Kip Sabian are backstage. They're talking about Christian again. I really kind of just zoned out during this. Only thing I noticed was that Kip seemed a little torn at the end of the segment. Like he was like, I don't know if I agree with what Nick is saying about Christian here. I don't know what
Well,
you guys
I
think.
did the exact same thing. Like usually these used to be my like little favorite segments. Well, not favorite, but I liked them a lot. And this time I was just like, wah, wah, don't give a shit. But the only thing I did like zone back in about was Kip being like, hmm. And then I
Yeah.
was like, then I was sad that I didn't watch because I was like, what is he torn about? Who knows? We'll find out.
Nick Wayne is being a petulant child, in my opinion.
Which maybe really fits his gimmick. So.
Well, Christian Cage let him get beat the fuck up and stuff. Does he know that yet?
I don't know.
I'm gonna assume he does, and that's why they're being petulant.
I guess. I'm not super into this whole like weird split thing they're trying to do with the patriarchy. It's just kind of fallen flat for me. But
a lot of stuff is getting splitty.
Yeah.
Like, there's tension amongst the ranks pretty much everywhere at this point.
But that's how you make change. We can't just have the same storylines over and over again, or we get the Death Riders.
That's true.
Or we get like a segment we have later on with Swerve and Paige, which kind of rekindled that shit, which was weird. But we'll get to that.
I might be into that.
I know. I'm not bad with that.
Yeah, I mean,
feel like there's too much hate there. He burned down his fucking house. He spit his fucking blood. I'm okay if they want to continue this.
Yeah, I have theories about that whole thing. It'll be
okay. Let's get to it.
So, all right. So, next up, we have Rated FTR sitting down with Shivani in the back, and they're talking about how they're going to challenge the Death Riders for the freaking 6-man tag or whatever they want to call it, the trios tag. This is weird. It's just because of what happened with Dax and Edge or Cope at the last Dynamite or whatever.
Yeah, Dax pretty much like throws Cope under the bus here.
Yeah, it was a strange little thing. I think it looks like they're all Cash Wheeler's like stuck in the middle, like he doesn't know what to do about it. And so there's another split thing that's kind of
But they rekindle. They're like, hey y'all, we can still do this. Let's get it together. Yeah. And Dax had his like serious glasses on. He's like, okay.
If they lose against the Death Riders, I bet somebody turns on somebody.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is going to be a huge FTR heel turn, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, if they beat up Cope, is that a heel?
Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I think they need to. I think they need to go heel right now. I think they need to beat up Cope.
Yeah, they need to be refreshed.
That's a hero in my book, sir.
All right, so next up, Prince Nana and Swerve come down, cut a promo, and Moxley pops in the ring, and they have a back and forth about their match coming up at Dynasty. And they're just talking to you got to go all the way. You've got to go all the way or whatever to beat me. And I'm like, well, like he hasn't in the past gone all the way. Have we seen these matches with Paige and Swerve? Like you have. I don't know. I don't know what he was talking about. Go all the way. But
they're gonna have sex. Duh.
Yeah, well, that's a different kind of all the way than what I was thinking. But hey,
I was on mute and trying to run back to that. Yes, all the way means sex. Okay, continue.
That's funny. So yeah, they get the back and forth, and then Mox kind of has Swerve turn his back, and Marina Shafir comes down, and Claudio's standing behind Nana like he's gonna hit him. Marina Shafir comes down, and she's gonna hit him with a what is that, a tire iron? She's gonna hit him from behind, and all of a sudden Willow Nightingale comes out and says, "Nope, not on my fucking watch." And she decides, "I've got this lead pipe, so if you come in the ring, I'm gonna bash your skull cave in with this damn lead pipe." It was pretty cool. I liked the whole Willow thing. Getting involved in this helps me care a little. I still don't care, but it helps me care a little because I want to see Willow and Marina.
I don't give a shit about Willow and Marina.
Really? Well, compared to the rest of it, though.
I don't give a shit about any of it.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like, I think they've accomplished the fact that the Death Riders are almost like getting go away heat now, which is not, I don't think was the plan. So, Yeah, this whole thing is kind of convoluted. I don't mind Willow and Marina. I think it adds a little bit of at least some texture to Marina Shafir's character, which was lacking. I hope Swerve beats Moxley. Bottom line.
I'm gonna tell you guys
We
right now.
all do.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now. Mox isn't dropping that title till All In. I say it all the time, but that's how it's gonna be because they want
But
this like.
fucking Swerve. Why bring in Swerve just to have it be nothing?
I think it's gonna lead to the. I think that we're gonna see
It's
Swerve.
Moxley Ospreay, right? You think?
I think so.
At All In?
I think we're gonna get Swerve and Paige in the Owen Hart tournament against each other.
Oh man.
There's gonna be some fuckery involved in that and rekindle that feud, and then Ospreay's gonna end up taking that tournament, and then that's gonna be the match at All In.
And then Ospreay wins, right?
That's what I think. So yeah, I think that's when Mox finally drops it, and if he doesn't, I'm fucking done.
Podcast.
I retire. Podcast over.
Just come on.
The retirement tour. I should mention it is episode 169.
Oh yeah, I didn't not say that yet.
So yeah, let's get
Nice.
169 in there. Okay, cool. Yeah, I really hope Ospreay takes that strap. I would love to see Swerve with the belt again, though. Honestly, I think he's been my favorite champ so far. At least in the recent era. I did love the initial run with Jericho.
Thank you.
But
let us not forget a little bit of the bubbly.
A little bit of the bubbly was great and really carried them through times when they really needed superstar power and they didn't have any. So,
I remember back in that first one where it was like Chris against Hangman Page. I'm like, what is this bullshit? Now I get it. Now I understand who Hangman Page is. So I was like, why do I give a fuck about this? Because it's
I always followed New Japan and I was aware of the Bucks and I was a fan of Kenny Omega's. But what made me tune into AEW was Chris Jericho because I was like
a lot of people feel that way.
This is crazy that Chris Jericho, one of the best ever, is in a new company. It was so weird to even think about. So I was like very curious, and that's one of the reasons I started watching AEW is because of Jericho. So that initial run means a lot to not only to the business, but I'm not sure AEW might not even be around if it wasn't for that initial run with Jericho. I think that's how they got their TV deal.
1000% agree.
Yeah, that's pretty solid. I agree with that as well because that was one of the things that made me jump to it too. I was like, damn, look, Chris Jericho's leading the freaking charge on this promotion. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah.
So,
but back to the other thing, I would love to see Swerve with another run. So.
Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get it. I just, the thing is, if Swerve does beat Mox, I'll be 100% cool with it. And then All In, do we see Ospreay not win? Like he has to win, I would think, but I don't know. It's so weird and convoluted. I have no idea what the hell they're gonna do because anytime I think Mox is gonna lose, there's fuckery and he retains it, and it's like, how do we get around that now at this point? But whatever.
And I know this is supposed to be abridged, but I gotta say it's hurting the product by not seeing the championship.
Yes, 1000% agree with that. It's stupid. So if you're listening, fix that shit. All right, so we have a backstage segment, and this was really funny. It's one of my favorites. Shibata commandeers a camera, is walking around with Joe and Hook. They see Max Caster backstage, like talking about him, doing his little the best wrestler in the world or whatever, best wrestler alive. And he's talking to Top Flight and Air Fox. Hook's like, oh no, it was so much fun choking him out last week. And Joe's like, really? And then they see him, and Joe's like, hey, get this. And Shibata walks and he's filming, and Caster like acknowledged, oh, Shibata, and all of a sudden Joe puts him in that choke. Dude, it was so funny because he got him. He's like, wow, that was pretty fun. I'm not a huge fan of the ops, but this was a good segment. This was definitely something to break up some of the monotony of stuff. So
yeah, and Caster's even taking L's backstage at this point. So
like,
best wrestler alive, baby.
Man, he can't even win in a backstage segment.
All right, so after that, Renee is backstage and she's interviewing Switchblade Jay White. He is now entering himself into the Owen Hart tournament. He says he's gonna win and he's gonna get a shot at the title at Texas. And he's gonna return to Collision this Saturday. to see if anyone's man enough to face him. And I'm like, okay, whatever. Jay White is not winning that tournament, guys. He doesn't have a snowball's chance in hell. Just saying.
I don't think so either.
Oh boy. All right. So next up, we have a interesting match. So we have not so interesting. Top Flight, Dante and Darius with AR Fox in tow against Devo Knight and Alex Findlay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. The crew is watching from the front row. They're taunting them. Big Bill and Brian Keith are scouting the match backstage for reasons. Maybe they're fighting one of these guys on.
Well, they got to win a match, remember?
Yeah. But anyway, Darius and Dante, they hit the frog splash. Dante hits the frog splash on Devo, and the Top Flight wins the match. And I think it's because they're in their hometown. That was a big thing I forgot to mention at the beginning.
Yeah.
This was Top Flight's like homecoming. So cool, whatever, worked for me.
5 people cared.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Though Top Flight, they're a good tag team. They're fun to watch. They do cool shit in the ring, and I don't think they get enough attention for that, because when I watch them, I'm entertained. Not so much with the crews involved, but like them themselves, they're fun to watch.
Wrestling wise, they're great. Personality wise, lacking.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of charisma there, do they?
Yeah.
All right, so next up, we have a really, really fun match. This is Mark Briscoe against Konosuke Takeshita. Don Callis is in the broadcast booth. This is really good, man. This is exactly what you expect. Takeshita's delivering some rough-ass moves. Briscoe's doing his what is it, redneck kung fu. It's just a fun match, and it wasn't for a title. It wasn't for any bullshit. It was just a nice back and forth. It ended. Takeshita escaped a cutthroat driver. Then he planted Briscoe with a raging fire. That's the end. Pins Briscoe, and you know what? Good match, solid match.
Really good.
Nice to see. There wasn't a lot of bullshit involved, and that's what I wanted to see this whole time.
Agreed. And speaking of not a lot of bullshit involved, I got 8 minutes.
All right,
okay.
let's power through this bitch.
Power through.
All right, trios champions, the Death Riders, had strong words for rated FTR. Pac is like, we find you very arrogant. I'm like, really? Fuck off, dude. I'm so tired of this shit. I know rated FTR is not going to win and there's going to be a fallout, but I really want them to win because fuck the Death Riders, man. Seriously.
I feel like everyone feels that way. There's who's out there being like, yeah, I love this Death Riders angle. It's fucking
Death
great.
Riders. They rule.
Dude, CZW like hardcores are like loving, and anyone from Cincinnati it's loving the Death Riders shit.
Cincinnati is like brainwashed as shit about anything Mox. Like, good lord, people, calm down.
I was afraid to boo him. I thought I was going to get freaking accosted.
I wonder though if even Cincinnati is getting over it. Like, they'll cheer slightly less. Yay!
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, yay, great. So it's whatever. The Hurt Syndicate's backstage, and MVP is saying he doesn't get time off, and they've been talking about adding a 4th member, and so MVP says, I offered this to him, I made the move, and Shelton says that MJF has a reputation. It's like, motherfucker, you guys have a reputation,
right?
Bobby just doesn't like him flat out, and so MVP is like, fine, we'll talk about it, whatever. Let's focus on this Big Bill business. That's so weird that they said Big Bill business, because once again, they've overlooked Brian Keith. And honestly, I kind of want the Learning Tree to win this because I want Brian Keith to whoop their asses and pen their asses because of this shit.
I hope so. He definitely needs more respect.
That's a bunch of bullshit, man. All right, so finally we have the main event of the night. We have Timeless Toni Storm with Luther and her partner Thunder Rosa against Megan Bayne and Penelope Ford. This match, the same thing. It was interesting because Megan Bayne was no-selling all kinds of shit from Toni Storm. It was weird. Toni Storm did that ass blaster in the corner.
I love that ass blaster.
And she just no-sold her. She got up like, yeah, fuck off. That didn't do anything to me. It's like, what the hell is going on? this makes me kind of worry. Is Toni going to lose that title already?
Really?
Megan
Are you
Bayne?
really worried about it?
Well, I mean, what's she going to do?
She's not going to lose back to back.
No. If she lost tonight, she's definitely not losing.
Exactly. That made me actually not worried. I'm like, cool, she's winning. She's going to figure it out. It's like, oh, I underestimated you last time. Now I have a double hip attack or whatever the fuck.
Well, I mean, maybe. I like Toni Storm's facial expressions because she looks legitimately scared of Megan Bayne. I really kind of like that. Like, she's looking at her like, oh my God, she's not being affected by anything that I'm doing. And I thought that was really cool. It's some really nice ring psychology shit. So anyway, Thunder Rosa is getting some, she spikes Penelope. She gets tossed out of the ring because Bayne plants her with the Fate's Descent. Then Toni and Bayne fight in the middle of the ring. She changed her name of that move, by the way. It used to be like the Fate 5 or something like that, but she changed it to Fate's Descent. Toni crashed into Bayne with a hip attack and, like I said, didn't sell it. And then she hit the Fate's Descent on Toni and then pinned her right smack in the middle of the ring. That's pretty big, I think. Yeah, apparently you guys don't.
Yeah, I mean, the visual of it was definitely like, ooh, but yeah, I think it's gonna make it so that Toni retains.
Right. It was a way of making Megan look like fierce and like a
Credible
serious competitor. Exactly. Credible. Perfect word. Without it being like any serious repercussions to Toni.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of Megan Bayne. I don't really care. Like, she comes in there, she's beating the shit out of everybody.
She's cool.
I mean, she looks cool, but like just having her thrown in there and just dominating everybody, it's like
I'm just still laughing. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, you're the most giant woman there ever was at 5'8".
Yeah.
Oh my God, we all cower in fear of your giantness.
And I think, Johnny, you mentioned this too before. It's like, is this the spot that Camille was supposed to have?
I think so.
You know,
interesting.
And it didn't work out.
I think they might have just swapped them out. You know.
All right, y'all. I got 3 minutes.
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of AEW Dynamite, so that's really good timing. We can do some quick awards if you'd like and rate it.
Well, let's rate this shit first. What you want to rate it with?
Ass Blasters.
It's gonna take us 3 minutes to figure this out.
So if we got to rate it on Ass Blasters, I'm going 3 3/4 Ass Blasters on this bitch. I thought it was pretty good, but not great, and right between 3.5, 3 3/4 Ass Blasters.
Yeah, it was about the same for me. What did you have, Diana?
Literally saying 3 3/4 Ass Blasters.
Okay,
I was 3.5.
Quick awards. We got 3 minutes. Counting down.
We got 2 now.
Got 2 minutes.
But we did so good. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, awards. Wait, what? I can't. I'm distracted. Okay. Yes, John Holmes, Dick of the Week award. I've only done it 169 times. Of course, I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who is our biggest Dick of the Week?
Well, that was really hard. That's really hard.
The hard Dick of the Week.
Nice. You know, I have to go with Bobby Lashley on this.
I agree. That's who I was going to go with. Honorable mention to Jon Moxley, but
he's just a forever fucking. The whole Death Riders are forever dick.
Yeah, I'm not giving him any more attention. Fuck off,
I know,
bro.
exactly. We're not like rewarding your negative behavior anymore.
But yeah, it was basically the cock block from Bobby Lashley that was mine. So.
And they were all mean to Brian Keith. I don't enjoy that.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay. Hero. Dewey Riley, Hero of the Week.
Oh boy, another really good question.
It's almost like we don't even know what's happening.
I know. We're fucking idiots. Okay, I will jump in. I'm gonna go ahead. I was torn. There's 3 things. At first I thought it was gonna be Kenny Omega because of his cat comments. Like, no one can beat that. He's a cat lover. And then I thought it was going to be Powerhouse because he came in and like was being all fucking heroic and shit. But ultimately, I have to go with the Don Callis impersonator because he was just working it through the whole fucking show and being entertaining and probably gave it an extra little ass blasting point with his coolness. So Don Caster impersonator.
Nice.
I'm going to go with Powerhouse Hobbs on this one.
Cool. Yeah, it makes sense. Just a nice squash, beat the shit out of somebody. He's the hero.
They came running out first, before his match was even called.
Yeah, he saved his ass. I'm going with something different. I'm going with Samoa Joe for giving me like one of the most fun moments of the night.
Gave you a hearty chuckle.
Yeah, it gave me a nice. I was literally laughing. That was really fun. So Samoa Joe's my hero.
All right, and then who is our Freddie versus Jason match or showdown of the week?
I'm going traditional. I'm gonna actually go with the Takeshita Briscoe match was probably my favorite match, and I loved it. And Brody King and Kyle Fletcher was also great.
That was my pick. Brody
Yeah,
King,
it was
Kyle
great.
Fletcher. Kyle motherfucking Fletcher, whatever his fucking full name is.
Don't call him the Fletch man or Daddy.
What? Oh,
Yeah, I'm going with Briscoe and Takeshita as well because I thought that match was really fucking fun.
All right, we did it, y'all. I'm just gonna go, and you guys can promote what you want. I have a Gringo show on the 1st.
Yep.
I have Last Drive-In on the fucking 4th.
Yep.
And I have Full Moon Go Buy live tickets somewhere on the 5th. And also I'll be at whatever the next pay-per-view is, the 6th. Okay.
All right.
Namaste, AEW. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Thank you. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Oh man. Yeah, so we did it.
we did it. You guys come see me at the Savage Henry Comedy Club tonight and Saturday. Tickets available, 9 p.m. shows. And so if you're in the Humboldt area, grab some weed and then come watch me do stand-up.
Awesome. I have the Fantastico Disaster Beast Theater Saturday morning cartoons especial with Diana Prince, as she mentioned. Comes out April 1st on Troma Now. Grab Troma Now for $5 a month. First month free. Good deal. They have Severance stuff and Vinegar Syndrome stuff on there, as well as 3 seasons of my show. That's pretty much all I have, man.
Right on, dude. Well, I guess we will say Namaste W.
Namaste W.